everybody. I'm Vessy, Mink, your host of The Music Train. This is Season 3, Episode 6. I couldn't be more excited about today. I know I usually say that, but this episode is going to kick butt. And I'll tell you why. It's all about AI, everybody. In fact, our Season 4, happening after Season 3, is going to be all about AI. First off, I'd like to give a big up to Metaverse Generation, Mr. BK Han out of Singapore, whom I could not do this show without. Thank you so much, sir. Executive producer, artistic director, and visionary of The Music Train. I am so proud to be your partner. Big up to all of you listening out there. Don't forget to share this everywhere that you can. And also, if you'd like to be a guest on The Music Train, please find me at Vessy Mink everywhere. That's at VESSYMINK everywhere. X, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Wait, I already said X. All right, let's go. Who's here today? We've got the one and only Brooke Ganster in the house. Just a little preface here. Brooke and I have known each other 2 years. We met on Clubhouse. I heard this woman's voice, and I was like, who is this? Who is this trailblazer? So let's bring her to the stage. Welcome to The Music Train, Brooke.
Hi, Vessy.
Oh, hey.
So
Hi.
You're so sweet, and you sounded so phenomenal. And I was just thinking that going, we both were really big trailblazers, doing all of this with BK. And by the way, I love you, BK.
The reason the spotlight's so big on you being the trailblazer is because right away, I don't know if probably not everybody's been on audio apps. So they're super important in this day and age if you want to connect with people and actually build your brand, specifically Spaces on the new app, technically called X, but Twitter. So I always get tripped up on that. But what do you think about the rebranding of Twitter to X? Just real quick, wanted to ask you about that.
I mean, personally, I'm hoping Threads comes and puts social audio on. I was really, I still enjoy Clubhouse. I don't know. I have this loyalty thing, Vessy. So we had this crazy magic that happened on Clubhouse in 2021. And it was just so phenomenal. And I just think that there has to be something about that space. And you know what? We've had so much magic, as our next guest that's coming up.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
We're still having this magic happen on Clubhouse, and we're meeting these great people. And I think that it's all going to have its purpose. And then also Threads coming with social audio, because then we have the Fediverse that's going to be happening. And then the Fediverse is really amazing because we're not going to have to now take our whole communities and have to rebuild a whole community each time a new cool app comes out. That's going to be great. And we're not going to have to be like, hey guys, check me out on app 27XYZ329.
Wait. Hold on a minute. Fediverse? What is that? Yeah, what is Fediverse? What is that?
The Fediverse is going to be basically
sounds governmental. Just saying.
No.
No.
But
okay.
At the end of the day, because of AI, because of everything, there's probably going to have some kind of stipulations on things, because if it was truly the Wild Wild West, then, we're going to have some kind of
cybersecurity.
Obviously, protocols are going to be necessary. But the Fediverse is, as this technology evolves and more people now understand the language, the mechanism, the onboard, and the reasons why, they're gonna say, okay, we're here. Now, when you have a highway system attached to multiple platforms that have agreed to this highway, okay, instead of saying, I have this amount of followers on Facebook, I have this amount of followers on Instagram, I have this amount of followers, yada, 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 right? With the Fediverse, each platform that has agreed to be part of the federation, the Fediverse.
I want to go ding.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to know, you no longer are going to have to be like, hey, will you follow me? Hey, let me hear.
Right.
Hey,
so
like,
I just want to thank you again for being here, Brooke Ganster, the one and only sacredclowns.eth. I just want to get if anyone out there has not met this amazing human being before, you have to go get in touch. You have to follow her and find her. She is one of my dearest friends. We are Metaverse Junkies together with a whole bunch of other sisters. You would know if you know, and if you don't, you can find out. For everything Brooke Ganster, I would just like to put this banner up because I think that you need to be known all over the world. And speaking of all over the world, should we talk about our sponsor for this week, or should we?
We should talk about our sponsor for this week. Yes.
I'm excited. I think they're here in the studio. And I just, I think you're part of that, actually. So let me run it. You heard it here first on the Music Train, episode 6, season 3. We're killing it here. And this is why, because of Global Tribes, our sponsor, this episode. So stoked. Let's go. Incredible. I am in love with that. How did you get started with Global Tribes? How did you get started?
Because Global Tribes was started by my friend and mentor, Tom LaRoc.
Oh, he's here.
I know. So and Vessy and Mink and I and all of our girlfriends were in the Metaverse Junkies once again. And we've been friends with Tom for a while, and Tom's an incredible leader. He's an incredible artist. There's just lots of pluses about Tom LaRoc. So, this space that we all navigated into, as you know, Vessy, this is why we stick with BK and we stick with all these good people, because it's hard, because there's so many people, there's so many things, there's so many to do. You gotta have to find people you want to stick by, and right, that's gonna help you guide. And Tom LaRoc is my North Star.
Aww.
And I watched him kind of create this whole Global Tribes thing, and then we spent last summer just so hardcore into AI art, just breakfast, lunch, dinner, learning it. Boom.
Speaking of which, I hate interrupting you just because I love to listen to you. And when are you gonna have your own show? I have a little surprise. I almost can't even stand it. I almost have to invite you now. Will you be my co-host for season 4? Will you be my co-host?
What?
I'm serious. What? I know I'm putting you on the spot here. I apologize, but we're focusing on AI.
Of course, and she's not. And yes, I would 100% love it. And not only that, but hail, the gang's all here. We're gonna,
let's go.
Now, it's just now gonna be videotaped, because the last time we did it, it was all like this.
I know. If only there would have been videos of us doing our thing, setting up kind of that scene. Okay, I'd like to run one of your videos real quick, because now that we're on the topic.
Now this is the one that this is with the what happened because of that inspiration of Tom LaRoc, and then him getting us into AI exhibitions, and our names now being out because of his leadership and him pushing us to go further in AI and art alone with the multiple layers.
Okay.
So if you're going to show the video, this is the multiple layer video.
I'm running the first one. This one, we didn't have a title. It's not titled.
It's called Alchemical Circus.
All right, here we go. so real.
That was from like October of last year. And that, but you know, like that's the things, like we've been like kind of like in this like hardcore, and now we're in, you know, even bigger levels, and now we're moving into 3D rendering and moving into game engine systems.
What are you using? What are your tools?
Well, we're becoming this collective. Like, we're very fortunate that Tom, once again, the phenom that we're going to talk to shortly, through all of his hard work in his life prior to coming into Web3, who's spent years reaching out to like everybody going, hey guys, you should come in and check out this whole like Web3 NFT stuff. And they're going, NFTs, right?
They're not that. They really are. Like, everywhere, right? Everywhere.
I know, that's everybody.
How does that make you feel? I mean,
I just say, I don't care. You'll see. Yeah, I'm like, you'll see, you'll understand. There's use cases. It's just not here yet. But anyways, so he then goes out and meets these wonderful people. Like he has his friend Ryken, who is one of our friends, a part of the Global Tribes now, phenomenal guy. Box Low, these Artrix, these guys directed 250 music videos. Like, and we're like, this converge of these amazingly talented people are coming together. And they're so like, you might have this person that is great in this area and this area and this area and this area and this area.
Well, everybody has their lane. Everybody has their lane. I want to run another.
No intersect, like no convergences, no baloney. You do this. You do this. That delegation.
You've been building for a while.
A long time.
You know each other, and you know each other. You've been building for a while. You know who you're working with. You can trust them.
It took a long time.
You can share your ideas.
Correct. And they encourage you. Like, it's like, because that's what's so nice, is to have these healthy dialogues with a team that says, hey, we are a collective, but it isn't like, oh, it's this guy's show, it's their person's show, it's that person's show. It's like, how can we develop you in being the best artist you could be?
Yes.
It's what I guess, for how much time I've spent.
Yes, I do.
Okay?
I do. And I think that
I've waited for this for a long time, and I feel it's
and without further ado, I want to run music video. I mean, the second video. I just want to tell you real quick, that video made me feel right away, especially like the woman in white. That was so like, she looked like Madonna to me. I don't know. It was just like really like intense. And you know, it has that like the Big Top Talent show. It's got that you know, life's a joke kind of theme. You're sacred clowns for a reason.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so much to talk about with regards to that. You guys, if you want to get in touch with Brooke, you know, please do find her. She's amazing. She will respond to you.
Yeah, I'll respond to you.
You can find her on her link
tree. I'm not that popular.
Yeah, so. And she's humble. She's humble too. She's humble too. All right, let's run this. Let's run this.
This one was made in Runway. I was excited because this is when I first got into Runway ML, and this is what like is going to kind of this is really going to kind of elevate the game now with what's happening with animation. And I loved AI animation more than anything than the static in it, like just static AI. I love the layers, but this is the first time I was playing with Runway. So yeah, go ahead, please.
Are you able to, am I audible right now?
Now I could hear you.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Let me run it now. Oh, there's some interesting things going on. You know, technology, we love it. And
we're going to laugh about all this stuff. We're going to be like, wow, you know, like, oh, you whippersnappers have it so easy. We're already doing it now. If you can't play it, it's okay. It's okay. Oops. Okay, Vessy's on her way back in. The wonderful Vessy Mink, who it was an honor to meet her and become her friend and do some phenomenal stuff together, including we wrote a Christmas carol together sometime, maybe this next season that's coming up, we'll be able to write a couple more Christmas carols and use AI animation for some Christmas stuff. And I just love working with her. She's fantastic. And you're back. I was just telling everybody like how much I love you. But you know what? I'm sorry. Listen, let's just bring Tom in. We're 16 minutes in. Let's bring the boys up.
Yes. Oh, we have more than one amazing fella here. And let's see. We're going to bring Mr. Tom LaRoc, the one and only. You know, there isn't anyone more that I could say who redefines creativity, because I mean, this is like a famous DJ. First of all, I just would like to give you the, not even flowers, like make sure that's like a whole football field of beautiful daisies. They haven't been cut. They're growing. The wind is blowing. The sun is shining. It's just like Tom LaRoc is in the house, y'all. What's up, Tom LaRoc?
Hey, DJ, won't you play that song? Keep me dancing, dancing all night, all night. Let's go.
Tom, what's up?
Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining me at my studio here in Miami Beach.
Yeah, I got so lucky. I got to meet Tom in person in real life and Art Basel. Yeah, so I was there and I was so excited. And it was like, you know, you hear about it, you see it, and it was perfect. It was.
This is the trip I was supposed to. Yeah, that I couldn't join you guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just want to say before we begin, you girls look beautiful, and thank you for having me here today. Thank you for inviting Global Tribes to come talk with you about all things creativity and technology.
And you have someone from the team here, which
Brooke is from the team, and now we also have Stephan here. I think he's joining us live from the East Coast in the U.S. Stephan, are you available?
Let's see.
Let's go. Stephan in the building.
Let's go.
Hi, Stephan. Welcome to the Music Train.
Thank you. First video podcast, but
amazing,
impromptu.
We love it. We love it. Thank
love
you
supporting
so much.
the team.
Awesome. So awesome. Okay. So how did Global Tribes, I mean, Brooke told us a little bit about it. I mean, we've been building together, you know, through Clubhouse, Twitter, all the apps, and basically dreaming AI. I think the AI is like made of dreams. When you look at it, it's like you want to live in that world, you know, you want to kind of create your reality. So how did, whose starseed was this? Tom LaRoc, I believe that it was you that kind of first came to an idea about creating a global brand that could really unite. I mean, are you on 5 continents? Something to that effect, correct?
Yeah, because we're on social audio apps like Clubhouse, building community and building people to be better versions of themselves. And we would show up every day. For example, over the last 2.5 years, we've attracted people from almost all 7 of the continents, and we probably have at least 4 or 5 continents in Global Tribes represented. North America, South America, Europe, Asia, New Zealand,
amazing.
Australia. Yeah.
So how did you and Stephan meet? And Stephan, your role in the company is?
I am in technology, so I gave myself the title Chief Technology Officer.
Nice.
And we need a website, so I'm working on that. And
very sweet.
Portfolio. All the artists are working on a portfolio. So you should see that soon.
I can't wait. And then everybody, the link below, you can find Tom LaRoc Conceptual Character Designs at this link right here, Tom LaRoc. Just definitely jot that down and check it out, you guys. This is not happenstance that these people are here today on the Music Train. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the Music Train. Season 3, Episode 6. We are focusing on the convergence of AI, community building, and actually monetizing on building. Because that seems to always be the little like, how are we, when everybody's doing it, supposed to bridge the divide and create a niche that basically gives the viewer what they want so that they can begin creating. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah, one of the lenses we're kind of looking through that people are saying now is that it's not AI that will take your job. It's a person who knows how to use the AI, that it would be a threat to your job. We kind of find that true. Like, I learned this a lot from listening in on the writers and the SAG after rooms about the AI points of contention in the writers' strike and actors' strike in Hollywood right now, where we're noticing that a lot of people in the room are just not using the technology. They might be afraid to lean in. They might be scared of news that they hear on, is AI good? Is it bad? Is it the enemy? Is it here to help us? So getting past that binary question where we're just saying is it good or bad, we've noticed that people, once they see what tools are out there, and they just get a little 5 minutes a day of leaning into what's possible, it opens up all sorts of possibilities. So
it does.
We've been just trying to take people there to, like, let's get past to, the opinion of it, and let's get into the utility of it, and let's see what's on the playing field so that we can leverage it for our own creative uses or what we want to do in life.
And finding the team, I think, for you guys has been a little bit challenging at times, because people with their projects, they really show you, if we talk about projects that have been rugged in the Web3 space and people who have said that they're going to do this and they don't do it, and they have this project, you can buy into it, and there's utility. When you think about those kind of events that have happened that really are the cutting edge of why even the whole Web3 scenario made a lot of people a lot of money, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. This is separate from AI exponentially, is it not? Isn't AI like basically the tools of the trade? Do you want them or not?
Yeah, well, it has some similarities where the blockchain is like a promise of sovereignty and freedom for artists, for rights, for not having anybody block your way or try to gatekeep you from something you want to get to in life, right? So in the same way that blockchain kind of enables freedom and sovereignty, having the power to create where there is no ceiling opens up all sorts of creative solutions and possibilities to where, there's more than one right answer maybe to a question nowadays. There's more possibilities than ever.
So many answers, so little questions. People are like, AI? Like what? Why are they so afraid, Stephan? Why are they so afraid?
They haven't even tried it. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, they watch too much TV, I think. Turn off the TV, do more AI art stuff. Yeah. Find Clubhouse, do social audio, find your group, find your community.
Get your feet wet.
You can contribute. Yeah.
Yeah. Play, right? Yeah. I think people have forgotten how to play.
Yeah.
And then they get stuck in this, like, but wait, like, where am I supposed to, right? It needs to like all
this
match.
Is part of it.
Right?
Unlearning how we've kind of been taught over the last 5, 10, 20 years in the social media internet era, right? We've been kind of trained to, like, put the camera on yourself, do selfies, do this, try to get views. And we're kind of over the last 2 years taking a step back from just searching for the thumbs up or the little heart on the video.
Absolutely.
And really getting to the why. Why are we making a video? So we've been in an era where everybody's showing everybody how they could do it, and they're monetizing off teaching people the how. But from a psychology standpoint, no one's really stopped and taught people the why, or like, the cornerstone of it all. Like, why do you want to do it? Just because you can do it just doesn't mean we should go out and do it.
Brooke, I mean, when I think about this and you and the spaces, when I first heard you in Clubhouse and NFT 99, which was a convergence of artists representing their digital assets, their works, their NFTs, as you call them in the past. Now you don't say that word, or whatever, you can. It's a good conversational starter. But basically, that was 99 artists like Tegu Ostenrik, who built sustainable coral reefs at the bottom of the Jakarta Sea to help replicate coral, and projects like that actually mean something. And so there's artists like that we've met Brooke, you and I, and they blew our minds live in real time on Clubhouse, because what they're doing is actually the most important work. So when people talk about the environment or how can AI help the environment, Brooke, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, just think about like all the data that's being crunched up. That's like, let's just step away from the artist aspect of everything. Mm-hmm. Now with the compilation of the data that's like constantly being had and more solutions that's going to be able to be found through all that data, compound. So like, let's find issues with the global warming situation. Now we're going to be taking all the data that we have with all these different things, including, and now we're going to be learning about like how solution. Unless everything is going to be safeguarded solution as far as like what AI is compounding and learning more deeper. This is machine deep learning.
And what you put into it, you get out of it, like
yes,
right?
and you're fine. I mean, let's also like take, for example, like what else is going to be like put in there. Like we're going to be able to like scan ancient sites that used to have like things in stone, and like they're already doing this now, where they're taking like these ancient texts of Coptic language, some Sumerian languages, all these things, and the AI is going to be able to like read it and understand it and see it, and you're going to just keep getting deeper of understanding. We would never be able to be able in our lifetimes, our children's lifetimes, would be able to get down to those source answers that we're going to have in a few short years with what's happening.
Source answers, keyword right here. I want to take
that. But that just has to do with like science. This might have to do with philosophical. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen as far as like, this is when we first came in to this space and we heard digital renaissance.
Yes, that's right.
Digital
that's right.
So now,
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That's right.
So now let's take.
BK Han wrote an article about digital renaissance. He wrote an article about it.
Hold on. Let me get my surprise space. So I love you, BK.
BK's the best.
4, Music Train.
AI. All about it.
All about AI. But now you're gonna have like it's gonna be, we are gonna be teaching layers upon layers, and now like these artists are gonna say, hey, you know what? Just like the camera, just like all these things, AI is going to do so much that it's going to be, people are going to be put in the corner and be like, hey, Jan, AI can save you 4 hours just today if you just simply type this prompt into this
trustable sources. So
Jan's gonna get to the point that she's gonna see Nina over in the other cubicle being like, it's electric. Dun, 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 and then like, Jan, it was the prompt, Jan, it was the prompt. And then Jan says, fine, Nina, and she puts the prompt in, and then they're both, woo.
I mean, this is a commercial. Tom, do you hear her? She's off the chain. Brooke is like off the chain. She's got like the global marketing like campaign right here at the helm. Like, are you listening, brands? You better hold on to your hats. I mean, global tribes. Global tribes is here
to do the electric slide.
I hope he was animating that. That was fun.
He
wasn't, but he will in post-production.
Right.
If both you and Brooke look, when we have time at the end of the show, in your Twitter DM, I've already taken audio dialogue from both of you in this show, and I've already made a 10-second animation of each of you that are both sitting in your Twitter DM.
I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do that.
We're not worthy.
No.
This is compounding on what Brooke is bringing to the table in addition, which is an important element of Global Tribes, which is the element of comedy and the element of not taking ourselves too seriously. I think that's an important ethos.
You're taking audio bits, just correct me if I'm wrong. I just would like to, again, you're taking audio bits of this live music train session, and you've already made videos of it, 10-second spots.
They've already been rendered, and they're already in your Twitter DM. If you pull up your phone, you could.
Twitter? I don't know that app. Do I know that app? No, I don't think it's called that anymore. Come again?
It's called X.
And I said Twitter on purpose because the skit that I recorded for the animation, Vessy, is you doing the skit earlier talking about Twitter and X.
I always have to do it because I feel like I'm so used to saying Twitter, but Twitter formerly X.
Here, I believe I could present it. I want to present this animation right here, right now.
Okay, you can. Are you going to send it to me?
Okay.
No, I could present a video file. It says right here.
Please.
So
Please
right on my desktop, and I'm going to go.
All right.
And we're going to do it like this.
Here we go. Wow, so cool. All right. Add to stream. Technically called X, but Twitter. So I always get like tripped up on that. But what do you think about the rebranding of Twitter to X? Just real quick, wanted to ask you about that. Oh my God.
And then I got one more with Brooke as the vocalist, and I'll play that now too.
You are so fast. You're faster than AI.
Here is Brooke voicing Puffer the fish.
I'm a puffer fish.
Spent years reaching out to like everybody going, hey guys, you should come in and check out this whole like Web3 NFT stuff. And they're going, NFTs.
I'm sorry, Vess, you're gonna have to play both of them. You're gonna have to play both of them one more time. This is pure comedy live.
Oh my God. Brooke, mute your mic. Technically called X, but Twitter. So I always get like tripped up on that. But what do you think about the rebranding of Twitter to X? Just real quick, wanted to ask you about that.
Spent years reaching out to like everybody going, hey guys, you should come in and check out this whole like Web3 NFT stuff. And they're going, NFTs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was with Adobe Character Animator.
She had to go. Brooke had to go.
Oh my God.
Tom, thank you so much. Oh my God, that's hilarious. So that's utility.
Oh God.
I just want to say thank you again. Oh, so good. Where is this going to be? Are we on Cartoon Network? Where are we?
Right now we're just in Global Tribes Research and Development. Okay. We do have a client on board that asked us if we could actually animate something. So we threw the Brady Bunch together, and we're just like, slapping each other around when the client comes around, trying to get there. So in addition to that, we're creators like Brooke, Stephan, and another 20 of us nightly get together on
every
social
night.
audio.
Every night.
Yeah,
every night. For how long have you been doing this?
2.5 years almost now.
And Tom, you and I have been doing AI for a long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so now we're on an app similar to the one we're on here today. This app that we've been using is called Jitsi.
Jitsi. How do you spell it?
Jitsi.
And is it Jitsi dot?
I think it's Jitsi dot
SI. JITSI.
And what it is, it's like
an JIT.SI.
Oh, JIT.SI. Got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Got it. JIT.SI. Okay,
cool.
Yeah,
it's an exciting time for art and technology to come together. And we don't need a studio anymore. We have this tool, and it gets us all in the same room, just like we are here right now. We're in different parts of the world, on camera, on audio. And we get to be funny and creative and share a screen. It's a lot of fun. Get into an art collective or join us.
That's it.
I want to join.
Oh,
you're in.
You're in.
All right. So
you're the jingle queen.
Oh, speaking of which, I don't know, Stephan, you might not know this, but the Music Train started on Connect Club, an app that's no longer, although the code lives. If anybody wants that code to turn, I think it would be amazing if X, can you imagine you hit your profile picture, you're on video? That's what that app can do.
Stefano, look on it. Stefano, look at the code.
I love that app so much.
It's on GitHub, and Michelle is the one who has the link for that. So yeah, basically I got lost in my train of thought of Music Train is where I write a song on the spot using 3 words from my guests. And so we might as well just do that now, because what time is it? Let's see. We've got
back in the day.
Improvisational. I love this. Let's go.
No, this was so much fun. We used to do this all the time. This was so fun.
We have all of them are NFTs
before the Music Train.
Well, it was
this on Clubhouse.
Yeah, I know, and that's where I was born. You're right. That's where I feel that I was born, on Clubhouse. It's true. You gave me wings, Brooke Ganster.
You're welcome.
You gave me wings. You were like,
and
okay,
Tom LaRoc gave me wings.
And you were like, hey, there's this NFT Superstar Awards, and I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not doing anything about it. If that thing's going to fly, someone else is going to have to take the reins. And you told me this. I'm like, if Brooke's not going to take the reins, who's going to take the reins and make it fly? And I was talking to Sarah with the Coin Republic. And anyway, you made me do that job.
I kind of took the reins, but I could have let the ship sink. I chose to
You told me about it, and then I felt like, oh my God, I got to make this happen. It was
But now Sarah and I are friends again, so that'll never happen.
Good. It's always strange. All these people who love each other, and then they're like, I hate you. And then they get back together and they're friends.
It's just, listen, you can't take advantage of people, period. Okay.
Absolutely not. But sometimes we do that without meaning to do it. And we don't always forgive each other for being human. And I'm just saying that the NFT Superstar Awards would have never happened without you.
Well, and you know what? When things get going again, it's going to be great again too. So
wait, did you say great again? I'm sorry. Are you?
Well, it's going to be good the next time. The Superstar Awards are going to be good when everything pops off again. It'll be good next time too.
I said great again because I heard someone.
I didn't mean to say great again. I didn't mean to say that.
No, what's wrong with that? Great again.
I don't know.
Just be great once and you can be great again.
There we go. All right. Okay. My word is friendship.
Okay. Tom?
My word is persistence.
Friendship, persistence, lyrical words. Okay. Friendship, persistence.
Too many syllables.
I know it is a lot of syllables, but I'll get it. Persistence and friendship. Pizza, persistence, and friendship. There's nothing you can't. There's not 1, 2, 3. You're listening to season 3, episode 6 of the Music Train. I am Vessy, Mink, your host. I have in the studio with me today Brooke Ganster, Tom LaRoc, and Stephan. Global tribes. Don't forget, you can be involved in AI too. Just reach out and touch someone. This song I'm going to write on the spot has 3 words from my amazing guests: friendship, persistence, and pizza. Here we go. There's nothing you can't do without those 3 words, by the way. There's nothing you can't do without these 3 ingredients: friendship, persistent, pizza for you. 'Cause when we get down to the gritty, we know we're looking pretty. We know it's half time and they're in the city. AI says, AI, I got you. With persistence and friendship and pizza, AI got you. Global tribes, unity, yeah. One world family, sans fear. Nothing to be afraid of if you are part of the big deal, 'cause you are. Are you breathing? You're a superstar. Hey, hey, yeah. How was that?
Woo! Go, Vessy Mink! That was awesome.
All right, we recorded it.
This was like such a magically wild show, and I loved every second of it.
It was crazy, and we still have 20 minutes left.
I know, but I love it. Let's go. This is great.
So if there was 3 things that you like, 3 words you could tell somebody who was kind of like interested in AI, that didn't have the tools, because they didn't have the community, but they were kind of hearing about communities. What's the best way to get into a community that's been building for 2.5 years? What's the best way?
Where they are.
Okay.
That's what I learned, because if we feel like we know everything, if we feel like we learned everything there is to learn, if we've doing art our whole life and be like, I've done art, I've done this. It's when you go and meet some new energy that you start to, it's like a
playground.
Like an onion, there's
layers.
Layers to the onion. You can keep peeling. So
right.
On the outside, it looks like an onion, but when you start on peeling it, it's like new relationships and creativity. So you meet somebody who hasn't been doing what you've been doing all your life, but they know how to program and they know computers. So they make art with numbers and like data visualization. And then that person has an idea for you to do some sort of creative project you have an idea for. And then you talk to another multimedia artist who's maybe not doing what you're doing either, but they're using like a tool that you've been waiting for your whole life. You didn't even know it exists. Now you're like duct taping these ideas of these new tools together, and then you're off on a new creative journey. Meeting people where they are.
Did you just say duct tape?
I did.
That's a really good idea for a brand. Duct tape.
Yeah,
it gets your ideas from A to Z done. You know what I mean? Duct tape. Psh.
We spent the beginning of the summer thinking of which APIs or back of the house programs, how we could take these open source programs and combine like an AI model with an art creation model with a dictation model. And like, if we duct tape them together, what could be? So that's kind of like what we do with Global Tribes. We kind of throw these ideas around between art and technology. And we have brilliant people like Brooke and Stephan and 444 other members that we do this with.
So it's like a mishmash, a pot of all the vegetables. It's like a stir fry.
Absolutely.
All right. I like it. Brooke, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I mean, Global Tribes is what it was, but I mean, like this whole idea and everything was kind of conceptualized with Tom like away over a year ago, and it was really amazing just to start seeing him dive into the sculpting of these characters as well as sculpting the storyline and where he wanted to take this whole like project. And it was always about a community from the beginning. It was never like Tom LaRoc's Global Tribes. It was always like waiting for the right ingredients, I would say, to meld together to raise the souffle. And he was patient. He was patient for when that that synchronization of people to scale the project. Like he wasn't where he could have been like, hey, because the artwork was fire a year ago. Okay. He could have taken it a year ago and said, hey, you know what? I just made 2,000 amazingly bomb images that are way advanced. This is before the whole Mid-Journey, and he's showing these, like he's prompt crafting these like legitimately amazing characters that he could have easily not only probably created in one project, but he could have taken the storyline across platforms.
Prompt craft. You said prompt craft.
Well, but he did so much work, is what I'm trying to say. Where he could have he could have like just taken this all on himself, created the niche where he created a small boutique collection on Avalanche, did a small boutique
Speaking
collection.
of which, CryptoVoxels, your wearables. I mean, you have thousands of wearables you created with magical voxels, do you not?
Yeah.
So
I plan on making like when it was time, because like once again, like this is what I'm saying, like all of the perfect storm is upon us. So we're now, he decided to wait, and it was awesome because there was times I think a lot of people said, Tom, why aren't you putting out a collection? Why is turn so long, Tom? Why aren't you putting out a collection? And he's had to hear that and endured that for a long time, where Tom said, hey, listen, for me, it is about creating a community. It is about creating a brand where we empower the artists, and it's not going to, instead of like,
and it really happening because a lot of people, if I may interject, Brooke, real quick, a lot of people get upset about that word community and family, and they use it very loosely. And the reason people get upset, I've been privy to hear them get upset in spaces all over the place. We're sick of quote unquote people using that word community. It's not just a word. It actually means something. And you can kind of tell by the way people vibe together if they actually have a community with that person. Like we have a community here because we've been knowing each other. Stephan, I just met you today. So, I mean, I feel the vibe still because you're so close with Brooke and Tom, that there is that feeling of familiar. And I think that when you have that feeling of familiar, you can really create anything.
And it's taken him 2 years. Like this is now 2 years of Tom finally building a community, but he
447 people.
But he did it also with all, I mean, I was there. I can say it. I watched it happen. He's doing it the right way.
Nice. And Stephan, what do you have to say about all that?
Oh yeah, it's sort of the Global Tribes is the community that I fell into. I feel I was looking for a group. I like technology, so I don't get out of the house much. So Clubhouse and then Global Tribes was like my group of friends, and I feel like I'm developing as a person, as an artist here, and
cool.
Getting beyond being shy and all that. I'm here on camera, even though I don't want to be.
Well, thank you for being here on camera. I really appreciate it. And I didn't know that you were going to be here today, so I'm excited. And actually, this episode was going to include Chaz Gold. Let's give a big up to Chaz Gold.
Big up to Chaz Gold,
epic man. Chaz Gold.
Yeah, and he and I are working on a collab too. He's just had so much go on. Like he's had like 4 or probably more than that, like huge successes just happened in the past.
Chaz has been hitting it hard.
He's been hitting, but he's been getting he's on the cover of Join. He's on the cover of this. Amazing. He's on the cover of that. So it's I was like, you know what? And at this point, I'm spending a lot of time with Global Tribes, and we need to get we need some light on us because we're working so hard. In addition, once again, this isn't just this has been an immediate collective. Right. This is a collective that was started in May of 2022, where it was probably something that Tom has wanted to do for decades upon decades. Mm-hmm. But this is when it became a physical reality. When the art first launched was about May of 2022.
When the art first began.
I would say the art where it began, where it was, because you have to understand AI art wasn't the greatest in the beginning stages. Mm-hmm. Okay. We have to think that there was even Wombo Dream, which is one of the models that we've spent a lot of time with.
Wombo Dream.
Dream by Wombo. This is that
an app? Is that an app?
It's an app, yeah.
What can we give for the viewers? For those of you out there listening, just write these down. What could you give them that they could start with? What are some? Could we spell them out?
Well, Wombo is a good one to start out with.
WAMBO.
Wombo. WAMBO. Wombo Dream.
Wombo Dream. Okay. Yeah. Wombo Dream, guys. Get it.
There's so many generators now out there where at the end of the day, it's just getting into something free in the beginning and prompting. get into prompting. See,
so for those that don't know, what is prompting? You give basically your collective a series of words, and if you don't get the AI generation that you want, make it more characteristic
you
of
sculpt
exactly.
it.
You have to kind of like become
sculpt it.
A wordsmith, I suppose.
You do. Well, it's not that you might add, and not only that, but there's so many different resources out there that will give you terms to put into prompt crafting.
Oh, really?
Like volumetric lighting, golden hour. Like, I mean,
glossary.
You know, there is so many like different I would say keywords that can be used to produce the kind of results that would wow you. And there's lists, and you could just take the list and copy cut, put them into texts. We've learned over time also to save our texts, to use them, to bring them out, to tweak them, to move. We know which ones will work.
So it's teaching people. It's teaching people to actually kind of solidify exactly what it is that they want. If they don't know, they're going to find out, right? They're going to find out. If they get their feet wet. If they get their feet wet, there's so many resources in AI. They don't have to be afraid. There's Wombo Dream is one you can start with, folks. Just give it a go. I love ChatGPT. I love to prompt ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my friend. You know, I heard one woman speak in a space the other day about how she had prompted ChatGPT. And, you know, then ChatGPT was asking her questions, literally in a space just the other day on X, on the Twitter app that used to be Twitter. And she said ChatGPT was asking her questions, and she reached out about it. Then she started talking about how ChatGPT wasn't smart enough anymore, and she was onto newer apps. I thought that was interesting, and I wanted to actually find out more, you know, about that story. That would be actually a good kind of funny animation. You know, ChatGPT started asking me questions. If you would have heard this woman speak, I mean, it sounded believable. You know, I was like, I want to know what she prompted, you know, that made ChatGPT start asking her questions. Maybe it was in beta, and she didn't let us know that part yet, where
No, there are prompts where you could prompt it to ask you the questions, because maybe maybe you don't know how to bring the information out of yourself with like even making your resume. So you can prompt the.
So she asked the AI to ask her questions.
She could have, yeah, she could have gave it.
I didn't even think about that. Woo!
Stephan likes working on ChatGPT and the large language models. Brooke just got ChatGPT 4, so she's going to be doing more long form. But yes, Stephan, which large language models would you suggest, or do you like that you're using? You know,
I just wanted to highlight a strategy that I learned from Tom, which is you can use Midjourney and learn from the industry leader, but you don't necessarily have to pay for these apps. You can learn how to prompt from Midjourney and then take that prompt and put it in all the other free ones. And then it turns out that they're just as strong as Midjourney would have been, and you learn new things too. So like there's Recraft AI, Pi.ai, which is like your therapist. Oh, I don't know how to add that, but
no, I was
AI.
We're talking to future viewers.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was it. Yeah, you don't have to subscribe to the industry leader, but you can go on Discord for Midjourney, for example, and learn how to prompt, and then take those prompts and put them in all the other tools like Lexica.art, things like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like what I would do personally is I would just try to like learn about like Apple, and then have it make an apple. And then you just start slow and start realizing how it goes, and then upgrade into like higher, more sophisticated models that produce more realistic or better results. So like say you are trying to, you have to also understand something. It's called use case. What are you using for? So, you know, if you want to become a well-known NFT artist making digital images, then maybe Midjourney is the place that you need to be. Mm-hmm. If you want to create flyers and well, if you're going to be making songs, you could be using Midjourney for perhaps videos and stuff like that. But like, it's all about use case. And for music, there's like this new stuff is coming out for music. Like, for example, you have like Meta Music, you have AI Test Kitchen, you have different things that are all coming out for music. So music's about to just start. Plus now you have a lot of just like visualizers that are coming out really easy, where you're having like just AI just basically creating like a lot of, like, you'll see, I don't know if you've seen yet, Vessy, but they have a lot of the lo-fi visualizers of AI visualizers that are coming.
I haven't got my feet wet enough, guys. I have not gotten my feet wet enough, but I'm gonna jump in full on. Same. And what about AI for recipes? Ingredients that never were together again. Let's dance. What kind of meal are we going to make today, friends? What about paprika with yogurt?
That probably works good. Just a little spicy with the cool.
I don't know. Let's make a new brand of potato chips.
I just had one. They had the hot mustard Doritos just for 1 month only in June.
I got to do it again, you guys. I got to just thank you. I have the best guests. The Music Train could not exist without you guys. This is probably my favorite episode. Okay, I am guilty of saying that every episode, but just because the show is so good. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I've got Brooke Ganster in the house. I've got Tom LaRoc in the house. I have Stephan. I don't know your last name, but you can just be Stephan. That's fine. What is your last name?
Buyer.
Stephan Buyer in the house. AI, it's everything you are, guys. Don't forget, it learns from literally the stuff that dreams are made of, which is a miracle. We're all here. It's a miracle we exist. Let's keep existing. Let's keep creating. Let's keep imagining. And big up again to Metaverse Generation, Mr. BK Han, my partner, co-founder in the Music Train. You are amazing. We love you so much. Big up to Coffee D'Ambrosi, Ruler in Peace. You guys are amazing with Innovation Studios and everything that you're doing on that end. Remember, everybody, go easy on yourself. Don't run to get there. Just have fun getting there. You can skip. You can dance. You can bring a friend along. You can start making AI art together. I always love to write a song on the spot. I already did that today, but I think I'd like to do one more if you'll have me, guys. Will you have me? Will this be a twofer? It's a twofer. I need one word from each of you.
Happiness.
Grateful.
Grateful. Celestial. Did you say, Tom?
Yep.
Big words, Tom. Celestial. 3 syllables. Grateful and Stephan.
Happiness.
Happiness, celestial, and grateful. Thank you, guys. Happiness is so celestial. Greatness. Oh, no, we're not recording. All right. It was happiness.
Take it from the top.
Yeah. Happiness, celestial, and
grateful.
And grateful. Oh, wait, Tom, what do you have going on next Sunday? You're doing like a DJ event. I don't want to close this before talking about that.
Next Sunday, I'm going to a live stream location, a hidden location in Miami, and I'm going to record a live hour set. And if you'll have me and the time works, we will pump that live. I think it's all vinyl. Don't quote me yet, but I think it's an all vinyl set.
What time?
It should be around this time next Sunday.
Okay, so if you go 6 Central, we could do an hour before Music Train actually hits. Or if you go live during Music Train, you could just pop in here and I'll be like, oh my God, Tom LaRoc's here, you guys. I have a surprise for you, and we'll pop you in.
Cool. So we'll be happy to confirm it with you so we can tweet it out or exit out during the week.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you so much for being here. Here we go. Celestial, friendship, and greatness. I'm on the sea with my friends, celestial beings made of greatness. What's missing? I forgot the word. Let's start kissing. Somebody help me get to the end. Brooke, what's the last word?
Happiness.
Happiness, what a gift it is. Happiness, what a gift. Happiness. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody. Stick around, you guys. I want to see you in the the green room. Don't leave.
I love
Thank you.